Joe, how you doing? We got that other of War game to play this week.
Week on week.
Show. Yeah, it's
that's weird.
There are too many G of War games.
Yeah, there's two.
Too many.
Too many.
So this is Gears of War Judgment.
Uh-huh.
It just came out this week for Xbox 360.
Yes.
It's obviously this week's spotlight on Watch Us Play.
Declassify. So new to the Gears franchise.
That is new, and we'll explain why that's kind of the saving grace of this game. So, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Hold up.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
I published my review of Judgment a few days ago.
Yeah.
And in the closing paragraphs, directly compared it to God of War Ascension, where if you remember last week, we talked about how it was kind of retreading familiar ground. Yeah, it felt like the same game we've been playing since 2005.
You shouldn't play the fourth Entity series. I feel like I can't name a single fourth that was stellar.
Right. That's true. So, with Gears of War Judgment, Gears of War has been around since 2006.
Yeah.
So with Judgment, it's kind of like, is this going to be the same old,
same old? It
right?
Feels
and
old,
I was kind of nervous about the game kind of before it came out.
Yeah.
There wasn't much advertising. Like, I wasn't really sure where it was. Played the game for review, ended up really enjoying it because of those declassified mission things. Now, what they are is every chapter in Judgment is broken down into little segments. So maybe like
missions.
Right, like 6 or 7 of those little missions within each chapter. And everyone starts with one of those glowing gear symbols near the very beginning. And what that does is if you go up to it, as you saw before, and click X, it gives you this modifier to the game.
So in this one, it was Nemesis we're going to be in the level, and that's these flying dudes.
The flying sperm. The flying alien sperm. Let's not mince words.
They've made this thing Japanese. I hope you recognize that. No, not the flying sperm thing, but I mean like the arcadiness, having stars and rankings, breaking things down into gradable sections. That is very Japanese.
Right. It's very much like we mentioned this on last week's episode. DMC and Metal Gear Rising: Vengeance. This is a totally different genre from that. But those are broken into those sections with grades and scores.
It's just like your F through S. That's basically what this is.
So basically, declassified missions, as you said, here it's those added enemy types. In other instances, it will be only use these weapons or play with
there's dense fog.
Right, play in Fog of War. These kind of modifiers that take the tried and true Gears formula that's dated at this point.
Yeah.
And kind of mixes it up a little bit to add a little extra flavor and spice into it.
The game felt really stiff compared to other games that I've played recently.
Right. So, all right. So you were playing this actual demo here that you're
first time I've played Gears since 3.
Since 3. Okay. Yeah. So, and that might just be the Gears formula. I mean, if you haven't played Gears in a while, Gears has a very distinct feel.
It does.
Like these are very like big, brutish, sluggish dudes.
Yeah.
So it's not, if you've been playing action games, which there's been a lot of recently, then in comparison,
and Luigi's
Gears,
Mansion,
and
they control nothing like Luigi. So
exclusive. But the thing about Gears Judgment, if you're a Gears fan, so say you know what Gears feels like, and you're totally cool with that, and you like the Gears series, but maybe you kind of don't know what Judgment is going to bring to the table that's going to make it be worthwhile outside a prequel story that it offers, focusing on Baird and Cole and like one of their early groups before they meet Marcus and Dom. It's this declassified system. It's this focus on an arcade-driven point system. So as you can see, as Joe's playing here, up in the upper left, you're seeing, as you do takedowns, like stylish kills and all of that, you earn these stars.
It's very bullet-stormy, which was people can fly to that as well.
Yeah, that's interesting because people can fly, as you know, helped develop this game along with Epic. This is the first Gears title co-developed, and people can fly. Like immediately when I put this game in, you could feel that influence.
Yeah.
Bulletstorm was all about their tagline was "Kill with skill." It was all points driven, and I feel
nut shots were more valuable than head shots.
Right. So, and this game doesn't, give you points for nut shots specifically.
Right.
But when you get that nice grenade toss right into the middle of a group and it blows up like 5 guys, you get a little ding up that's like, oh, you killed X amount of people with a grenade.
Or if you get them to explode into little giblets, you get the gib bonus.
Right. And there you're seeing on screen right now a little for killing people with like the Lancer or whatever that was. You're getting a little pop-up. Now, what this does is, as you do each section and you unlock more and more stars, that goes towards unlocking things for the rest of the game, like multiplayer skins or skins for your weapons.
So it's all kind of progressive.
Right, so it all funnels back into the same system to unlock, and that also unlocks the game's bonus campaign Aftermath.
Right.
Which is a little weird, because it doesn't pick up on the Aftermath of Judgment, per se. It picks up on a plot point from Gears 3.
Yeah, well, that's when Dom and Baird...
Right, they go off to rally troops.
Cole and Baird.
Right. They go off to rally troops while Marcus and Dom do other shit.
Is it because Cole had to be in this game? Is that why they did that?
What, the...
Aftermath?
Well, Cole is in the main campaign.
Oh, he is?
Right, yeah. Him, Baird, and 2 other new people are the members of Kilo.
Is Cole playing with me right now?
And he is, and you didn't even notice.
Man.
I mean, he looks younger. He's got a slicker haircut. He's not... There he is right there.
What? But he wasn't yelling things like, I'm at home on the rails and all that other stuff.
He doesn't yell as much woos this time out.
Oh, that's just impressive.
But, Joe, prequel. he gets to that point.
Yeah.
This is I think 15 years, I want to say thereabouts, before...
He was still a Thrashball champ.
I mean, that's true. But 15 years before the first Gears. And then they go through all the shit they go through. And eventually he just becomes so desensitized fighting
cold.
Locust. So cold. There's a story in there, I think.
Yeah. He's at home on the rails.
Right. And so he needs something to spice it up.
Look at all this juice.
Right. Joe, I don't know if you noticed, he can't see the point system at play here to keep him motivated. He needs something else.
Oh my God.
He needs his woos and his other catchphrases.
Do you remember the first time you beat Gears and you heard Cole rapping in the credits?
It was amazing.
Do you remember that moment?
Yeah.
I haven't felt that moment in a video game since then.
I actually didn't even experience that moment. My roommates in college beat the game and wouldn't shut up about it. So the first way I experienced it was through them rapping it.
Oh, man.
But I know exactly what you're talking about. God. There is no Cole rap confirmed at the end of Judgment. Yeah.
What a heartbreak.
So here, Joe beat the section. He survived this enemy wave, and at the end of each section, you get kind of like a score layout.
I did it pretty terribly. I'm not sure how I got 3 stars.
You got me 3 stars, man.
Because of the declassified, probably. But...
Yeah, declassified. If you select those and accept them, you earn stars and points quicker.
Okay, well that would explain that, because I did not do a good job there.
Well, you did good enough, and it's nice because if you go back. I guess it adds to the replayability of the game.
Yeah.
So you can reselect missions after you finish them, and it will in the menu it will show you how many stars you have, so you know which ones to go back to earn.
I'm sure there's an
back.
achievement there for starring all of them or whatever.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So for those kind of perfectionists out there, I'm sure that like Gears also, I'm sure the kind of point.
So there's a lot of value here for diehard Gears mags, but I think at this point, when you're on the 4th of a franchise. You know what you're getting into. You either want the game or you don't.
Right. And I honestly think that there might be something here for people that have never experienced Gears. It is a prequel, so it's a story that's pretty accessible, and the point system kind of adds some nice twists to the, if you're just like, oh, it's just a third-person shooter. I've played those before. Maybe that adds a little bit of incentive.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, if you're watching this and thinking, oh, I wasn't really paying much mind, but I'm interested, check out Gears Judgment. That's all from us this week.
Yes.
We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.
Giblets!